actually look like we have a couple Zinchinos in the upper.
Okay, today we have our favorite / most iconic cars and vehicles from Hollywood, movie cars, USA, European, Japanese. We got them all for you today. Welcome back to 98 Reviews. We got the carburetor deassembled from a 1977 Evinrude 9.9 horse. It's got the bowl and everything. Got to get all these gaskets replaced. We're probably going to do a playlist on that sooner rather than later. Should I just show the motor real quick? Okay, there's an 011 infiltrating the system. So, this is what we got so far. Evinrude 9.9. Funny thing about this, actually, is those of you that are kind of familiar with these motors, it's a 77, I believe, and this is not factory. This is from a Johnson 9.9. So we're going to put her together, and we're going to see if we can get her in ripping motion for the summertime. Here we got underneath the carburetor manifolds. The inlet of the carburetor is where this needs to be attached, and it's all really clean, and it's got new coils and everything and new plugs. So we're going to do a whole series on that. But today, let's focus on the disgusting backside stories of Hollywood. No, let's just talk about cars. Okay. Is that hit it up the fishing hole? Okay, yeah. So we kind of just rifled out, a few cars that I like and that Ryan likes. It's not in order. It's not like, oh, I think this one's better than that one. It's just kind of like what we like. If we featured every single car that we like, we would literally be here for 12 hours and no one would want to watch this. Number one, I have chosen the 1966 Chrysler Newport convertible. So this appears in Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese's classic film from 1990, the Mafia movie.
Henry! Where were you? Why didn't you call? Where have you been? We were worried to death. A married man does not stay out like this. Normal people don't act like this! What's wrong with you?
It's interesting because when you think of mafia gangsters, you think of the jet black Cadillacs and you think of the huge trunks. And it's funny that, Scorsese and the team chose this creamish yellow classic mid-60s Chrysler Newport convertible to showcase that lifestyle. It was a very interesting choice because this was at the beginning of the film when Ray Liotta, Henry Hill, Ray Liotta's character, wasn't to riches. He was still in the rags portion of his rags to riches story. And it's a very interesting choice because it shows that he's kind of stylish and he kind of knows what he wants, but he can't yet afford it. So the Chrysler Newport is a fantastic option. Is it a luxury car? No. Is it like Plymouth and Dodges, and is it Mopar's version, like Mopar's luxury line? I mean, obviously the Chrysler is a nice car, has luxurious amenities, but it's, no Cadillac, as they say, close but no cigar. But oftentimes, many of you will obviously disagree with that because there's many Chrysler lovers out there and they do ride amazing. There's lots of showcasing, and he's driving it around. He's picking up his girlfriend or wife, Karen. They're doing things. He's running business with it. It's a great film that shows a great car. So the Newport is the number one on our list. And, you can just really see the length. It's a very bromy kind of car, so it definitely fits our attitude here at 98 Reviews. Next off, Smokey and the Bandit. The boys are heading down to Texarkana to get Coors Banquet. One's driving an 18-wheeler, the other one's driving a what? Pontiac Trans Am, baby. Firebird. Classic. Jet black with the gold chicken on top of that hood. This is basically the most popular and, in my opinion, the best generation of Pontiac Trans Am. And, Smokey and obviously the Bandit, they're just ripping that. They're cruising up and down the streets, and it's an amazing time. And it's a country-themed movie, so it's cool that they didn't choose a pickup truck because nowadays it's like everything that has to do with country and like Texas and all this is a big old F-250. So I actually like that they chose a Trans Am. It's kind of cool. I mean, you see cowboy boots and bootcut Levi's and a cowboy hat, and he's driving a Trans Am. So that is honestly amazing, and it's the most iconic color ever. So that is number two. Follow me. Number three is the Delta 88 from 16 Candles. Funny thing about the Delta 88 is that I like that they chose to use that kind of car in 16 Candles. Now, I don't know, for those of you guys have probably seen this movie a very long time ago. I recently saw it, like 3 years ago. And from what I remember, there's an Asian international student who wants to go to the prom or something like that. Yeah, the family took in this international student. They sponsored him or something like that in the US. And anyways, there's an uncle that comes to visit the family, and they see this guy, this sponsored kid, He's like an 18-year-old guy. And he's sitting down eating dinner, and they're all talking about the prom, and he's like, oh, I want to go, and then I don't want to go. They all convince him to go. The uncle, or this well-dressed, well-kept, hardworking man says, well, I just bought, and then they look out the window or something like that. I just bought this Oldsmobile Delta 88. Why don't you take this to prom? And it's very interesting that they chose that car, the middle of the line Olds, probably a small block. Like, I don't know what he had spec'd out, but it's funny because this is a middle-class family that's being portrayed in the 80s, and they slapped an Olds Delta 88. I mean, it doesn't really get any more accurate than that, in my opinion. And it's classic. They're driving it around. They're having fun. They're teenagers. That's just, it speaks for itself. It's Cuatro Amigo. Okay, now we have, I feel like you're just, like, this is insane, dude. Is it really good, this angle? He's trolling me, dude? Okay, so number 4, you guessed it. The early 80s refrigerator body paneled DeLorean, featured in the one and only Back to the Future, baby. This kind of just speaks for itself. Like, do I even have to say anything about this vehicle? This thing speaks for it. Just put a picture up. Boom. Slap it up. Okay, we're looking at the picture. We're looking. Wow. They have some futuristic looking add-ons on the back. Wow. Really cool. We're looking. Wow. Time traveling, 88 miles per hour. I don't know if the real DeLorean back in the 80s would actually hit 88 miles per hour, but who knows, maybe. Actually, probably not. We're looking, stainless steel body, looks amazing, and that thing speaks for itself. It's an amazing, iconic car with the gull-wing doors. Everything about it is just so nice, except the motor's kind of... A small block swap DeLorean is really cool, and I think it's stick shift, the one that Marty drives. So it speaks for itself. Honestly, the DMC DeLorean from Back to the Future speaks for itself. That's it. Mark IV Toyota Supra. Oh, yeah. Fast and Furious, baby. Okay. The Fast and the Furious, filmed in 2001, just got out of the 90s. They're showing us a 95, I believe, Mark IV Toyota Supra. Paul Walker's Brian's classic. The orange one is what I'm thinking of right now. There were multiple Supras displayed in this film, but the orange one with the green accents, and, quote it, he says something along the lines of, pop the hood. Pops it. 2JZ engine, no beep. Anyways, this is a classic. It speaks for itself. These 2JZs are known for making upwards of 1,000 horsepower with multiple bolt-ons and thousands of dollars and years of work. The fan kits have made it seem like it's so easy to make 1,000 horsepower. No, I'll get 1,000 horsepower of a Coyote before you'll get 1,000 horsepower of your stupid 2JZ. But it's very reliable. It's an inline 6. It sounds amazing. It looks amazing. It's fast. It's light. The body's amazing. It's iconic. And we had to put this one in because I really like this Supra. I feel like it looks amazing with the stance and the wheels and the offset and the front bumper that they added on and that aftermarket hood, I believe, and that spoiler. Everything just kind of comes together nicely, and I feel like they really did a good job portraying the JDMs in the Fast and the Furious. We were thinking of adding the Charger, but we said, does the Fast and Furious really portray the Charger timelessly? Is it timeless? Yes. But I thought of another Charger that's more timeless. Let's switch on to the next one. While we're on orange cars, let me know if you want to donate us your garage heaters. Wait, I should have to buy one though. Let us know if you actually have any recommendations for a good garage heater to stay warm. This is so stupid, this weather. Okay, last one for me. Here we go. I don't even need to look at 69 Dodge Charger. I'd like to think it's a big block. Hemi orange. You know where I'm going with this. Guys, the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. An all-time classic show. A family favorite. A fan favorite. And they honestly, they started the 69 Charger. It's a fantastic car. It's one of my dream cars next to the 72 Cutlass 442 W30. I'm just like nerding out on this, dude. It is one of my dream cars. It's a fantastic car. It's a 69 Charger. It's got that perfect split front grille. It's got those perfect 69 taillights. It's perfect. There's no better way to get footage of this car than to turn on the Dukes of Hazzard. The Duke boys driving around Hazzard County, just going crazy. And, this show's known for its jumps. It's kind of like a depressing moment when I see General Lee, which is the 69 Chargers, getting destroyed in like a 40-foot jump or something like that. It's amazing. I think they went through about 500 69 Chargers to make the show, right? 330, completely off. Okay, so somewhere around 330. You know, this speaks for itself. It's amazing. Dirt roads, city roads, it does it all. It showcases it all. It's got the sounds, it's got the feel. So this is probably one of my favorite cars and one of my favorite shows to see this car, the Dukes of Hazzard. Thank you.
Foreshadowing for the summer. All right, guys, I'm gonna fill in for Chris here. This is actually one of my favorite cars. We have none other than the Ferrari 250 GT California from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986. I actually just learned that this car was a replica of the real thing, which makes sense because they actually beat the hell out of it in the movie. An aftermarket body with a Ford V8, some small block inside of the hood. Just in general, one of the reasons why that movie even performed so well, they're just trying to keep the car mint. You know, Ferris just wants to take his girl and his best friend out to the city in Chicago, have a good time instead of going to school, just like every other high schooler. It wasn't all that good. Of course, you got like these teenagers so stupid that they put the car in reverse and think that the miles are going down. Like it's got humor, it's got nostalgia, all of the above. And it's got Charlie Sheen. It's got a Gordie Howe Detroit Red Wings jersey that Cameron's just wearing at all times. And the Ferrari was just the icing on the cake. Imagine you're in the 12th grade. People never get the opportunity to drive a car like that in their life. That's a multi-million-dollar car. All right. And last but not least, we got the 1966 Alfa Romeo Spider 1600 Duetto from the movie The Graduate, which was a 1967 movie. This movie was actually like a really sick movie, and I want to tell you why. What you got? The Graduate, crazy iconic. So iconic, it's probably the only movie that has resulted in the car maker of the car in the movie actually making an edition of the car 2 decades later, commemorating this movie. Name me another movie / car that's ever done that before. The car just screamed youthfulness. It screamed like European-esque. It actually served as a way to advertise the car because it was just about to enter the American market for the first time. And let me tell you, it did it perfectly. Alfa Romeo stock skyrocketed that year. One of Dustin Hoffman's first movies, starring as like some lawyer that just came out of law school, meets a mom, starts getting with her, starts ending up liking her daughter, Elaine, starts hanging out with her, doesn't realize that the mother is actually her mother. Everything just gets twisted and it ends up like happy, quote unquote, in a marriage, but as we see in the ending, it kind of results in an underwhelming finish in a way where it's almost as if they started to realize what they just did running away. It kind of looked like they started regretting the decision that they made. It was probably one of the best of that time, of that decade at least. It did really well in the box office. And as a result, I think everyone really liked that car because of it. And that's why we put it on this list. We both like the car for those same reasons. Garage.
Garage. Yeah, pull up, dude. Who's pulling up, dude? Who is this, dude?
Huh? Let me put it on speaker. Hold on. Yo, this is Chris.
My brother is present and you're on film, so whatever you say, make it nice.
I'm pulling up with presents in 25 minutes.
Really?
Presents for who?
his face is glowing up, actually.
The presents are just in my car. For
Yo, hold on.
Alright guys, we see the love and support on this channel. We actually really like it. What are you doing in the corner, dude? Anyways.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yo, dude, are you pulling up?
Okay. Alright guys, I don't know what that is. I think that's like an operation or something. He works for the feds or something like that. Just kidding. Anyways, we see the comments, guys. Just leave a comment. We want to build a community with this channel. You know, like I know you guys really like this genre that we cover on this channel, the old cars. There's not many like us out there on YouTube anymore, at least as young as us. It is what it is. Please leave a like. I want you guys to subscribe, leave a comment as said, and show that real quick. If you actually want a playlist covering this very engine and working on it and getting it to actually operate, just leave a like and comment Evinrude down below so we know that you guys want it. And till next time, we'll see you guys in the next video, all right?